Nigeria Immigration Service, Caroline Wurola Adepoju, PCC Daga FSI. Very soon, she will be granting a press brief to gentlemen of the press. She is making salutations and exchanging pleasantries with our invited and distinguished guests. May I introduce to us the former governor of Imo State, Senator Rochas Okocha. Please, a round of applause as we make his welcome. Shall we please be seated? Thank you very much. Can we sit back and be orderly while we continue, please? Thank you so much. Time is already very fast spent, and therefore I shall not waste any more of it. I would like to very specially get the gentlemen of the press to ready themselves as I invite the Acting Comptroller General for the press briefing immediately. Your kind permission, sir, if you're ready, ma'am. Gentlemen of the press, are you ready? Please, a round of applause as the Acting Comptroller General takes her seat to commence the press briefing. You're welcome, ma'am.
Yes. PRO. What is the next? What do you want to say? Yes. Okay. I'd come. I don't know what you mean by this China, whatever. What is it? What is this one? What is this?
No, return my brand.
Machines. Oh, okay. I've said it. One person that parents trying to call it It's okay. Renewed hope and the way forward. Renewed mission. You understand? It's just what I have said before. You understand? You understand? You understand? You show it to you? Okay. Okay. But I'm don't worry yourself. I'm ready. Oh yeah. Eh? Okay, where is it? Do it where? worry yourself. Are you ready? Okay. Is the mic on? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, I say a very big thank you to everyone present here today to celebrate with us the 68th anniversary of the Nigeria Immigration Service. I recognize everyone present, the past leaders, both living and the dead. I want to appreciate my colleagues from the Nigerian Immigration Service and from our sister agencies. There is really not too much that I want to say today. I just want to say once again that Nigeria Immigration Service at 60 is a product of renewed hope, and this is our way forward. The new mission and vision of the service envision is modernization, automation, and improved service delivery. This we will accomplish by reducing human interface, the congestion of our service delivery centers, such as our passport offices. We will utilize smart officers, putting round pegs in round holes. Our goal is transparency. Under my watch, I have said it before, and I reiterate it here again. It is zero tolerance for corruption in doing government business. Nigeria Immigration Service, like I had mentioned earlier, we focus on staff welfare. We will do everything we can to ensure that our personnel are well taken care of. They will enjoy their promotion as at when due. As at when due, we will look into the matter of housing. We will also look at the matter or at the issue of transportation. We have started in our capacity. Since I came on board, we have started doing things. Today, Prince Ato Eze made good his promise. He issued us a check of some amount of money, and tomorrow he will balance it, and we will have new vehicles in support of our transportation issues in Nigeria. And like I have said, the standardization of our service will continue. We will always expose our officers to the best of trainings in internationally accepted standards. Our passport control, we will continue everything we can to ensure that more passport offices are created, and the automation of our services. As much as possible, we have realized that extortion, a form of correction, is opportunistic. When we reduce human interface, there will be a reduction in the influence of in extortion and corruption, in sharp practices in passport production. Our technical partners, they are working hard to ensure that we have enough passport booklets, because when there are booklets, sharp practices will also be reduced. Thank you so much. I use this opportunity to call on all our officers, especially passport control officers, to ensure that they put service first before anything. We must put professionalism to place. We must bring it to bear in our service delivery. Our border management, we will intensify efforts to ensure that we make logistics available for our men. We deploy more personnel to our border place. The Nigerian border is expansive, and we are doing everything we can to make sure that our border management is stepped up. We are deploying technology. We are deploying well-trained personnel in all these areas. We are also looking at using our visa regime to support the vision of this Nigerian government in improving on our economy. We have discussed, we have proposed the issue of the trust visa, economic trust visa, whereby we will assist interested investors in checking the profiles of their will-be partners. We will guarantee them. We will work hand in hand with the security agencies in Nigeria to be sure that foreign direct investors are not swindled of their hard-earned monies. Migration management. We will continue to do everything we can to create awareness in safe, orderly, and regular migration. We will do all we can to educate the youth of Nigeria on the ills of irregular migration. Nigerians will be made to realize that all over the world, the climate is not as clement as what it is in Nigeria. Some Nigerians, out of ignorance, may not know the hazards that lie in wait in trying to cross the Sahara, the Trans-Saharan route, and the Mediterranean. We will use education and sensitization among youths and vulnerable individuals to prevent smuggling of migrants and trafficking in person. Finally, on this note, I want to say a very big thank you to everyone here present today. Thank you very much once again, and God bless you.
We can do better than that. Please, a better round of applause for the Acting Comptroller General. Thank you so much. At this juncture, gentlemen of the press, we will take about, with the kind permission of Madam, 2 or 3 questions, ma'am. Madam has graciously approved for 2 questions. We'll take one from the TV, one from the radio, please. Arise. Go ahead, please. Please extend the mic over there. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, please.
Okay, sir. Oh, you are leaving. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Gentlemen, as the former governor, Senator Rochas Okorocha, makes his way out, may we give him a round of applause. Thank you very much for honoring us with your presence, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon, ma.
No questions?
Go ahead. Good afternoon, ma, and may I say congratulations to the service on the 60th anniversary. My name is Ferdinand Duroha from Arise News. And just recently, we were made aware of a statistic about 1,200 Nigerians that have died while trying to migrate through the Sahara Desert and the Mediterranean this year. And the statistics is actually from the International Organization for Migration. Well, we just would want to know, while we know that the Japa syndrome is something that has indeed eaten deep, but how much of this responsibility will the service actually assume when you look at things concerning the fact that most of these persons are persons who carry Nigerian passports, and then also border control? Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Nigerian Immigration Service is aware of a syndicate that that get involved in trafficking of persons and smuggling of migrants. We are aware of that, and we have created that awareness among our personnel. I want to let you know that our borders are now being managed by officers that are trained in detecting vulnerable persons who are likely to be smuggled or trafficked. We are creating awareness. We are synergizing with sister agencies in, number one, discouraging people by our sensitization programs and interagency collaboration in foiling the nefarious activities of these syndicates. You see, this thing, it's a multi-billion naira affairs. People make money from trafficking others, from modern day slavery. But right from our passport issuance centers, our officers are deployed to carry out secondary inspections on persons that we suspect could be victims of trafficking in persons. It is not every applicant that comes for passports acquisition that we attend to. When we have doubts, we subject them to secondary inspection. It will interest you to know that presently we have some Cameroonians in our custody. Through the efforts of the Migration Directorate, who went out during this last week as part of our 60th anniversary celebration to carry out this sensitization program to the grassroots. In one of our passport offices, they dictated that some applicants, they are not Nigerians at all. They arrested them and they confessed indeed that they were not Nigerians. So we are aware, we are trained, and we are prepared right from our passport issuing centers. And as for people, we try to let people know that they should not obtain compromised travel documents. We try to raise the red flags to let people know that once somebody is promising you that there is a job awaiting you somewhere, or they want to sponsor your journey, that when you get overseas, you will pay them back. We have been raising the red flags that those are indications of smuggling of persons, or trafficking in smuggling of migrants and trafficking in persons. And our officers at the borders have been given the charge to ensure that they do everything they can to prevent such. That is my answer for now.
Accommodate them, so there is two more remaining.
Thank you very
much. I told
you
before, she's a kind and passionate mother. She has agreed. Thank you. Now,
okay.
Classic FM, go ahead, please.
Yes. Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you for the well elaborate press release you've given on some aspect that need explanation on. Okay, quickly, ma'am, please can you elaborate on how the Immigration Service plan to ensure safe and dignified return and integration of returnees in line with the Global Compact on Migration Principles?
Say again.
That is one.
What is your question? What did you say? I cannot hear you, please.
Okay, hello. Okay, please, ma'am, can you tell us how the service plans to ensure safe and dignified return? We discovered that some Nigerians are being bundled in from abroad after some little hitches. So can you tell us some plans the service have for their safe return instead of them coming in with chains on their legs? And also, on the border management, like you said earlier, how do you plan to manage the airspace on the border areas in the country? And then finally, we've seen that the lack of operational vehicles have been a key challenge in the service. So now can you tell us, can you explain plans to address this issue and ensure controllers and zonal coordinators have access to official vehicles to enhance border security, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I will start by addressing your very last question. The last question, we have purchased some vehicles for use for official and operational purposes. And those that are available with us now, we will deploy them for the appropriate uses. And as for the people who return irregular migrants in dehumanizing condition, Nigerian Immigration Service stands to condemn that, because that is contrary to the provisions of the Rabat Agreement, to which most nations are signatories. Countries who do that, we condemn them in strong terms. And as a matter of fact, you know that in international diplomacy, we look at things with reciprocity. We lodge complaints against such, and we also work with organizations like International Organization on Migration, IOM, for safe return, readmission, and reintegration in the society. If our nationals are brought in such conditions, we stand up against it, but as much as possible, we do everything we can to support their reintegration into the society by working with some non-governmental organizations as well as bodies like IOM, seeing to their reintegration. You said something about our borders. The security of a nation is the collective responsibility of all. Nigerian Immigration Service works on the principle of integrated border management, whereby we work with people who are members of the border community in intelligence sharing. They assist us, and we deployed technology and personnel to manage our borders, which everyone knows the Nigerian borders are contiguous. The Nigerian borders are contiguous. So we rely heavily on intelligence sharing and synergy with other sister agencies, while we do everything we can to make sure that we manage our borders effectively. And it will also interest you to know that the federal government has they have commissioned border management solutions to a reputable technology-based organization, and in a few months' time we'll be seeing the results, since we can assess the conditions of our borders right from our control room at the headquarters here. Thank you.
One last question, please, from the print media. Daily Trust.
Good afternoon. I'm from Channels Television. Is it okay I ask my question? Can I go ahead?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Benny Arkham with Channels Television. Now, Nigerians have continued to decry the unavailability, there's a scarcity of the international passport booklet. And so I want to know what exactly the service is doing to address this situation, and also the action you'll be taking against some of the men of the service who Nigerians complain in the process of trying to acquire this booklet get extorted in the process. What strategy you decide to implement to address all of these issues? Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have provided means of feedback on our website. We have telephone numbers, email addresses, and such, through which we can be reached concerning erring officers. We have disciplinary measures in place for people who are found wanting in the discharge of their duties, and we will continue to do this. Like, we are going to provide boxes in most of our passport offices, where I will be the one who has the key, where people can lodge their complaints, and at the end of the day they will get to me. Any officer that is found wanting will face severe sanction in order to serve as deterrent to others. And as for the issue of passport scarcity, it is becoming a thing of the past in the in the very near future. Our partners they are working with us. They know the importance of this. Our partners in passport production, they have since realized that things will work. The passport issuing process will be more effective when we have more passport booklets, and they have increased their production. But the thing is that Nigerians, we are highly mobile, and I want to call your attention to the fact that in the past 2 years, applications for the international passport has been unprecedented. But that being be that as it may, we are doing everything we can to ensure that we increase the supply of the passport booklets. Thank you very much.
Well, can we give a better round of applause to the Acting Comptroller General? Thank you very much, ma'am.
Let's cut our cake now.
Ma'am?
The cake, so that we can go.
At this juncture, may I invite our former Comptroller Generals, top management officers, and the Assistant Corps Marshal from the Federal Road Safety here to join our amiable CG for the cutting of the 60th anniversary cake. Please, a round of applause as they approach the cake. Thank you. In order to avoid crowding, I have been advised that for now, the former CJs will join the Acting Comptroller General to cut the cake, please. Thank you very much. After the former CGIs have a snapshot with the Acting Comptroller General, the next batch will be top management officers. Please, top management officers will join after the former CGIs. May I respectfully invite top management officers to join the Acting Comptroller General to cut the cake alongside her again, please. A round of applause as the top management officers make their way there. May I also invite the retired Deputy Comptroller Generals in our midst to join the Acting Comptroller General for a quick snapshot at the 60th anniversary cake, please. A round of applause. That's what I just announced, sir. That's what I did, sir. Retired DCGs, please. At the end of the photographs with the 60th anniversary cake, may I respectfully invite everyone outside where we can have a group photograph and the commissioning of the NIMCO's buses. Shall we please accompany the Acting Comptroller General outside for general group photographs and the commissioning of the NIMCO's buses, please. Thank you. The former Comptroller Generals will assist the Acting Comptroller General in the commissioning of the NIMCO's buses. Thank you.
Enhancing seamless regular migration. Date August 1st to 6th, 2023. Venue Mohammed Babandede Conference Center, located at the Nigerian Immigration Service Headquarters, Soka, Abuja, and at all NIS commands and formations across the country. The event promises captivating exhibits showcasing our rich history to insightful talks by eminent personalities in the field of migration. This message is brought to you by the Nigeria Immigration Service. The Nigeria Immigration Service is 60. Hooray! Join us in celebrating a remarkable journey that began on August 1st, 1963, when the Nigeria Immigration Service was established by an Act of Parliament. After 6 glorious decades, the Nigeria Immigration Service is set to mark its diamond anniversary in a week-long event filled with fanfare extravaganza, themed NIS at 60, enhancing seamless regular migration. Date, August 1st to 6th, 2023. Venue, Mohammed Babandede Conference Center, located at the Nigeria Immigration Service Headquarters, Soka, Abuja, and at all NIS commands and formations across the country. The event promises captivating exhibits showcasing our rich history to insightful talks by eminent personalities in the field of migration. This message is brought to you by the Nigeria Immigration Service. Nigeria Immigration Service is 60. Hooray! Join us in celebrating a remarkable journey that began on August 1st, 1963, when the Nigeria Immigration Service was established by an Act of Parliament. After 6 glorious decades, the Nigeria Immigration Service is set to mark its diamond anniversary in a week-long event filled with fanfare extravaganza, themed NIS at 60, enhancing seamless regular migration.